Hi everyone, it's VashtiKK11 here, and today I'm here to show you how to do this. I threaded my hair. Again, I promised you guys that I would do more African hair threading videos, and here is my latest. I am so excited because I got some hair from Ashley Hair Company, and it was only one bundle of hair, and it was 22 inches long, Brazilian wavy hair, and I decided that I was going to do this with it. What I'm going to do first is part my hair from the right side of my head towards the left, going towards the left. I'm going to make it kind of deep. Then we're going to come forward. Now, what I'm going to do is get some of my moisturizer. Kind of get in there. And grab a piece of thread. And this is weaving thread, by the way. I'm going to thread the hair. And this is just to create a section of hair so that I can kind of have my little parting system to know where I'm going to thread the actual real threading for the hairstyle. I'm going to go back . Okay, now we're going to part the back, and then that'll kind of like close it for the ponytail. And you shouldn't be so worried about the back because the hair is going to cover that anyway. Okay, so I have all of this hair in the middle of my head, and I'm not worried so much about this hair right now because that's where the ponytail will go. So for now, I'm just gonna twist it and use a duckbill clip and clip it to the back. Okay, we're gonna start off in the front. And what I'm gonna do first is part the hair, starting from here, in this direction. Very small part. I'm gonna make them really small because I want them to be kind of like micros, otherwise the hairstyle won't work the way I envisioned. So, and I'm gonna use regular thread, not weaving thread, and just kind of fold it against itself twice. I'm gonna get some of this. This is Doc's pomade and a mix of my natural oils. And what this pomade does is when you stretch your hair while you're threading, it actually makes your hair really straight. So I did the first row, and before I finish up which is going to take forever. But before I finish up, I wanted to show you a few simple tips. With the Dax and oil, you can just get some and kind of do the whole section in advance instead of each individual one. I was just showing you each individual one just, you know, to show the process, but this is what I really do. And also with the thread, I actually make them all in advance. Well, I make a bunch in advance, and then when I finish those, I make a bunch more. Before I do the front and the sides and the entire perimeter of my head, I'm going to show you exactly how I thread my hair. What I do is I just grab a little section, you know, whatever size you want or whatever you're going for, and I grab the thread and I kind of just pinch it up. It's right here underneath my thumb. I pinch it up, and there's probably about this much thread under there still, because you can't really get it all. But you just start wrapping around and keep the thread, that's the excess thread that's under there, just keep it on the hair, so that way as you thread going down the hair shaft, you can kind of just take the little excess piece of thread along with you so it doesn't stick out. When you get to the bottom, you kind of just go up a little bit and then proceed to come down, threading the way you normally would. So you just kind of take it up loosely, but then come down threading like you usually do, and that should secure the hair inside properly and secure the thread properly, so that way it doesn't just unravel unexpectedly. And I do this instead of knotting the actual thread, because I do not knot thread onto my hair. That is damaging and that will eat your hair. So just for the excess that's sticking out, you're going to cut that. Okay. And there it is. Perfectly threaded hair. I've done all of the hair, and I braided cornrows in the middle. Okay, so some people have issues with sewing directly onto their hair. That's fine. You can just get like a mesh weaving net and sew onto that. Like sew the net on, then sew onto that. And also make sure you sew around your weft so that way you can have your weave longer. I'm going to secure the back now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sew through the very back of the braids where I kind of join the braids, the cornrows, and then go around the weft that way, so it kind of reinforces it and my braids don't come out while I have this hairstyle in. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to start twisting the hair going around my head, and I'm going to make some thread. And the reason I'm doing this is because even though my hair is a nice length, it doesn't matter how long your hair is, for some weird reason, sometimes not all of the hair gets in there. So I'm just gonna grab a section, twist, and just slowly add hair. Just keep twisting. Just gonna do it. Okay, now I'm behind the ear, and because very few people will see the hair here, get my thread and start threading just to secure it. So that way it doesn't just get undone randomly. And keep going. You want to get as close to here where the weave is as possible. Okay, you're gonna start coming up, and as you do that, try your best to make sure wherever you twist it is going as close as you can to where the weave starts. So that way you can kind of conceal it. Right here, you want to thread around again, because this is a point where it's not going to be easily visible to somebody who's just looking at your hair. Just want to secure it. You're going to thread the end. You're just going to go ahead and stitch this down in the back somewhere. I kind of like it on the side.